You're gonna respect this courtroom. I'm Judge Mathis. My court is in session. Weekdays at 2 here on Local 3.
Happy is in the studio this morning. I'm not just talking this table full of fun. I'm talking Margaret Armour, who is here with I Go Tokyo. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Always when you come and set things up in the studio, I get surprised, and here's why.
Yes.
I'm always expecting the fun for kids, which you have galore, but then I forget that you have all the pretty things for people like me.
Yes.
And you're fresh back from Japan.
And I'm fresh back from Japan. Yes, and actually the big exciting news is not only is spring and Easter coming up, but I just received 8 boxes of pottery. I found a new pottery company in Japan that I'm very excited about, but to tell you my process, I actually met them in August at Tokyo Big Sight, and then I went to see them in February because I wanted an actual catalog, and they gave me a 1,200-page, 8-pound catalog that I had to carry back myself. Wow. So it's finally come in. It actually came in yesterday afternoon. I haven't even opened any of the boxes yet.
So you don't even know what's in it
yet?
So,
well, I mean, I technically do, but I've not seen it, so I'm really excited. But yes, so
the Japanese culture, and you can speak to that when people come in and shop. I mean, it's not just novelty. You travel to Japan, you know the culture.
Yes.
It's such a soft, delicate, dainty culture.
Well, it's just their attention to detail is so specific on so many things that we just take for granted, and I think that shows in a lot of their works.
So I know I should focus on the kids, but I don't want to first. I want to focus on the adults because you mentioned the pottery.
Of course.
So last time I was at the store, you had this whole wall of pocketbooks and bags.
Yes.
Look at the stitching
So
on
this one's
these.
lovely, and I actually got this one because this is our Tennessee state flower. But this is a company called Kyototo, and they do a ton of embroidery work. So this is just a lovely purse that I have. I also have a fun one with a skeleton on it that's very popular as well from a famous block print. But yeah.
If you're a bit more funky. Okay, let's talk about the kids out there because
so of course,
they love coming.
Spring is here, and yes, little friends flying everywhere. Just this year we've decided to take something called gashapon, and these gashapon capsules are everywhere in Japan, but they're the perfect size for an Easter egg as well.
What is it?
So it's going to be a fun little toy, and the ones I brought today are these little tiny bears.
Okay, hold it so the camera can
for the
see.
camera to see, yes. And like here's an example of one, just a squishy little friend. And it's just
Squishy little friend.
A squishy little friend, and he's just in his little paper, and it's just something different than just an Easter egg with candy in it.
So you know that candy's
and I have
gotten
so many.
Candy's gotten in on that fun too, though, right? Isn't it like that Kinder Joy or something? When you open it, you don't know what's going to be inside.
Right, exactly.
Same idea.
Very similar. Yes.
Only no sweets.
No sweets, and mine are fun like Gremlins, Pokemon, pullback fire trucks, things like that.
It really is unusual things that you find there. You didn't bring any with you today, but your marker collection is huge.
Yes,
right?
Yes, and I brought a few little funny, silly Easter basket looking friends here. Some little chicks with little silly
these
heads.
slippers.
Some fun slippers. Of course, we have the traditional kokeshi, daruma.
What is that? You talk as if I know.
No, you do. We've talked about him. So remember daruma, he's the good luck with his eye. And then kokeshi is just a lovely little feminine doll.
Remind people what you do with his eye.
Oh, so with daruma, and again, also the saying for this company is even though you fall down 7 times, you will always get back up 8. So, yes. And so with daruma, you color in one eye, make your wish. He keeps his eye on your wish. And then when your wish comes true, you get to color in the other eye because he's completed his job.
Very optimistic.
Yeah.
We were talking about pocketbooks earlier. Look, if your daughter wanted to take a cute one to church on Easter Sunday.
I know,
how
isn't
cute
that
is
adorable?
that?
So that's it's called Mofusan, and it's the best Instagram for serotonin boost in the morning. It's all little cats in various hats.
Oh,
my favorites,
stop.
my favorites.
Cats in various hats.
Or in little outfits. Yes, they're my favorites, so I highly recommend them.
So when Margaret was setting things up on the table, there was this tube on there, and I said, "Oh, Margaret, what's that?" And what is this that I'm about to take out?
So this is called a rainbow stick, and it's from Gunma Prefecture.
Watch, see if I can make it work.
and
then how did you make it move? You just twirl
spin it? Yeah, a little faster. Not too fast, but yes.
Okay.
And it just goes, a little more oomph. Come on, Julie, I know you got it.
Oh, look!
There you go.
That's the cool. Well, you said first. Don't do it
yeah. There we go.
That's the coolest thing.
So just a fun little thing. It's a great distraction, and as long as your little one has the attention not to rip them off.
What
then
is
you'll
it?
fit. It's just little plastic. It's just the way. They also make one that's 3 feet tall that we've thought about getting for the shop. Yeah, so just a fun little friend. Yeah.
I want that in my Easter basket. That's the coolest thing. What is this called?
So it's called a rainbow stick.
And
that's by far one of my best sellers, especially at events.
Boy, I'd hate to be a teacher in school next week, but everybody in class is going to have one of these. That's super cool.
Yeah.
As far as coming to get things ahead of Easter time,
sure.
You're open on Saturday?
Yes, we're open 7 days a week now. We're at our new location, remember, 34 Fraser. And we are open 7 days a week. I try to have a Japanese speaker every single day. And
a Japanese
speaker. Yeah, so I always have a Japanese or someone who speaks Japanese in the store.
Really?
As well. Yeah.
Do you have the same one multiple times sometimes?
Well, I mean, I have 4 employees that speak Japanese fluently. So they kind of go through over and then.
Which I think is really important because, you know, you talk about children learning foreign languages these days and getting interested in the world around them. It's far from just Western Europe that they're interested in these days.
Yes.
And the Japanese culture has really become
a
draw for them.
And it's crazy how many people come into the shop and have already started on their own and using Duolingo and things of that nature.
Right. Okay, do you have a favorite on the table?
My favorite is technically this pink toolbox here. I can take this little friend out.
Yeah, that's your favorite in here.
This is called a Toyo toolbox. Of course, we got girly colors for them. And it is has received the Good Design Award numerous times because it's all stamped out of one piece of steel. And it's also waterproof. And they're just a fantastic Japanese product. So, and I have various sizes of them. Yeah.
All right, and what's this little guy? Just a little coin
she's
purse?
Just a little geisha coin purse.
So much of it, and I'm afraid to touch these anymore because I made them fall earlier. But you have to just go and see for yourself the intricacy, the detail, as you mentioned.
Yes, and these are called mochi plush, and so mochi, of course, is pounded rice, and you've probably had the ice cream dessert. Where it's got the frozen ice cream in the mochi. So they're super, super squishy. So
what are these?
Those are just fun little eco bags. Just a little something to throw in your pocketbook. Yeah. Or I was going to say you can bring it with you to Cherry Blossom Festival, which is going to be April the 13th in Nashville. And it's one of the only completely Japanese events here in the South, and it's just fantastic. So I highly recommend it. If you can't come by the store, but you're in Nashville, come see us there.
You are so elegant. Thank you for coming.
You. I'm glad to see you. Yes, she's looking for her rainbow stick.
I'm looking for I put it up and oh, here it is. I'm going to play all day. Thank you, Margaret.
Thank you.
Bragg Weight Loss.